In the world of private aviation, the smart money isn't always in a jet. For 2026, the real value lies in the turboprop, aircraft that offer 90% of the utility of a jet for nearly half the operating cost. From a $500,000 retro Legend to a futuristic pusher prop that can fly at 400 miles per hour, today we are curating the only 7 turboprops that make financial and practical sense for your family this year. We aren't just looking at specs, we're analyzing assets. I'm the expert curator for Phantom Ultimate Ride, and these are the top 7 family turboprops available in the 2026 market. Let's look at the numbers. We begin our curation with an aircraft that many consider the best-kept secret in general aviation, the Piper Cheyenne II. In 2026, as the price of new piston singles like the Cirrus SR-22T climbs toward the $1 million mark, the Cheyenne II offers a compelling counterargument: 2 Pratt & Whitney PT6 turbines for nearly half the price. Performance-wise, the Cheyenne II is a workhorse. It delivers a max cruise speed of 283 knots and a respectable 1,100 nautical mile range. But the real appeal for families is the pressurized cabin. You're no longer restricted to flying at 10,000 feet. You can vault up to flight level 290, overflying the turbulence and weather that makes piston travel uncomfortable for passengers. The cabin is essentially a pressurized version of the legendary Navajo. It typically seats 5 to 6 passengers in an executive club configuration. While the cabin is narrower than a King Air, it provides a quiet, vibration-free environment that only a turbine can offer. For a family of 4, it's the ultimate weekend machine, capable of a 600-mile trip in just over 2 hours. Here is the 2026 expert verdict. Your variable operating cost will hover around $2,200 per hour. While that's higher than a piston twin, you are buying reliability. The PT6 engines are bulletproof, and because the airframe shares parts with the Navajo, maintenance is more accessible than almost any other turboprop. It's not just a cheaper way to fly, it's a smarter way to own. But if you need even more speed, our number 6 spot takes things to a different level. If our number 7 spot was the conservative choice, number 6 is for the pilot who prioritizes performance above all else. The Mitsubishi MU-2. In 2026, it remains the most misunderstood aircraft in the sky, a hot rod that offers jet-like speeds with the rugged soul of a turboprop. While most turboprops use the PT6, the MU-2 utilizes the Garrett TP331. For the expert curator, this is a key distinction. The Garrett is a fixed-shaft engine, meaning it's more fuel-efficient and provides instant power response. In the Solitaire model, this translates to a 315-knot cruise, beating almost every other turboprop in its class while burning significantly less fuel than a light jet. The engineering here is fascinating. By removing traditional ailerons and using spoilers for roll control, Mitsubishi was able to use full-span double-slotted flaps. This gives the MU-2 a unique split personality. It can scream across the country at 300 knots, yet land on a 2,500-foot grass strip with ease. It's the ultimate all-access family machine. The 2026 market price for a well-maintained MU-2 Marquis sits between $800,000 and $1.1 million. However, the expert warning is real. This is a high-performance machine that demands specialized training. It has a reputation for being unforgiving, but most owners will tell you that's just a myth born from poor training. I want to hear from the MU-2 community in the comments. Is this the best value in aviation or a risk not worth taking? As we move into the modern era of our curation, we find the aircraft that changed the safety conversation forever. The Piper M600 SLS and its 2026 successor, the M700 Fury. For the family pilot, this isn't just an airplane. It's the ultimate insurance policy in the sky. While the M600 was already a category leader, the new M700 Fury has pushed the limits, delivering a blistering 301-knot cruise speed. This makes it the fastest single-engine aircraft in Piper's 87-year history. Powered by the PT6A-52 engine, it can reach flight level 250 in under 14 minutes, allowing your family to cruise far above the weather and most other turboprops. But the real story is the Halo safety system. If a pilot becomes incapacitated, any passenger, even a child, can press a single red button. The aircraft will then take total control. It talks to air traffic control, selects the nearest suitable airport, flies the approach, lands, and even shuts down the engine. In 2026, this level of automation has become the gold standard for owner pilots who fly with their families. The expert verdict? At a typically equipped price of around $4.3 million for a new M700, Piper is offering jet-level avionics and 300-knot performance for significantly less than a TBM or a PC-12. It is the perfect balance of luxury and peace of mind. But if you're willing to trade some of that tech for raw, unadulterated speed, our number 4 spot is for the adventure family. While our previous spots focused on speed and systems, number 4 is about pure, unadulterated access. The Daher Kodiak 900. It's the stretched, faster, and more luxurious evolution of a backcountry legend, designed for the family that views the world's most remote airstrips as their personal playground. The 900 is nearly 4 feet longer than the original Kodiak 100, and that extra space is put to good use. Powered by a massive 900 shaft horsepower PT6A 140A engine, it can cruise at 210 knots while still maintaining the SDOL performance the brand is famous for. With a useful load of over 3,600 pounds, you can bring the whole family, the gear, and enough fuel to reach the most secluded destinations in North America. Inside, the Kodiak 900 has shed its utility roots for a cabin that feels like a luxury SUV. The Summit Plus interior features individual oxygen, LED lighting, and dual-zone climate control. But the Real Expert feature is the new integrated cargo pod. It's aerodynamically faired into the fuselage, providing massive storage for skis, golf clubs, or camping gear without the massive drag penalty of the older designs. The expert verdict? At a 2026 market price of around $3.8 million, the Kodiak 900 is the most versatile aircraft on our list. It's for the owner who wants the reliability of a TBM but the go-anywhere soul of a bush plane. It's rugged enough for the backcountry, yet sophisticated enough for the corporate ramp. However, if your mission is purely about high-speed cross-country travel, our number 3 spot is the undisputed Speed King. If you're looking for the fastest single-engine turboprop in the world, you've arrived. The Daher TBM 940. It is often called the Ferrari of the skies, not just for its 330-knot top speed, but for its relentless focus on pilot-centric innovation and 2026-level automation. The numbers on the 940 are staggering. With a 330-knot cruise, you can fly from New York to Miami in under 3 hours. Powered by the legendary 850-horsepower PT6A 66D, it doesn't just fly fast, it flies far. At long-range cruise, it boasts a 1,730 nautical mile range, enough to cross half the continent while your family relaxes in a cabin that rivals the finest European sports cars. But the TBM 940's true genius is its human-machine interface. It was the first turboprop in its class to introduce a fully integrated auto-throttle, managing engine power from climb to landing. Combined with the home-safe Autoland system, the 940 provides a safety net that was once reserved only for multi-million-dollar jets. It's an aircraft that looks after its pilot as much as its passengers. The expert verdict? At a typical 2026 market price of $4.5 million, the TBM 940 is for the family that values time above all else. It is the most efficient way to turn a 6-hour drive into a 1-hour flight. While its cabin is more intimate than a King Air, its speed and technology are unmatched. However, if your mission requires more living room space, our number 2 spot is the undisputed heavyweight champion. If you've spent any time at a private terminal, you know our number 2 spot, the Pilatus PC-12 NGX. In 2026, it remains the gold standard against which all other family turboprops are measured, a Swiss-engineered masterpiece that refuses to compromise on luxury or utility. The NGX is powered by the revolutionary PT6 E-Series engine, the first to bring dual-channel integrated electronic propeller and engine control to this class. This means jet-like simplicity in the cockpit. With a range of over 1,800 nautical miles and a service ceiling of 30,000 feet, the NGX can take your family from Chicago to Phoenix without a single fuel stop, all while maintaining a 290-knot cruise. But the PC-12's expert secret is its cabin volume. Designed in collaboration with BMW Design Works, the interior features executive seating that mimics the PC-24 Super versatile jet. It's one of the few aircraft in this category with a completely flat floor and a private, forward enclosed lavatory. And then there's the cargo door, large enough to load a standard pallet or all the gear for a 2-week family ski trip. The expert verdict? In 2026, a new NGX will cost you roughly $7 million, but its value retention is legendary. It is the only aircraft that can land on a dirt strip in the morning and sit on a corporate ramp in the afternoon without looking out of place. It is the smart money choice for the long-term owner. But for our number one spot, we're moving from the SUV of the sky to something that feels like a spacecraft. We conclude our curation with an aircraft that doesn't just push the boundaries of aviation, it rewrites them. The Piaggio P.180 Avanti. In 2026, it remains the only turboprop in existence that can look a mid-size jet in the eye and beat it on performance, cabin volume, and Italian style. The numbers are simply unprecedented for a prop-driven machine. With a max speed of 402 knots, the Avanti is faster than many light jets, yet it consumes nearly 40% less fuel. By utilizing a unique 3-lifting surface, design, and laminar flow wings, the P.180 slices through the air with a fraction of the drag of a King Air. It's a 41,000-foot capable machine that treats cross-country family travel like a high-speed sprint. But the real expert advantage is the cabin. While every other plane on this list requires a crouch walk, the Avanti offers a 5-foot, 9-inch stand-up cabin. Because the engines are mounted in a pusher configuration at the rear, the propeller wash never touches the fuselage. This creates one of the quietest cabin environments in the sky, allowing for normal conversation even at max cruise. The expert verdict? At a 2026 market price of around $6 million for an EVO model, the Piaggio Avanti is the ultimate loophole. You get the ramp presence of a spaceship, the cabin of a mid-sized jet, and the operating economy of a turboprop. For the family that refuses to follow the crowd, there is simply no better way to fly. It's not just our number one pick, it's the future of efficient luxury. As we look at the final numbers for 2026, the choice depends entirely on your mission. If you prioritize purchase price, the Cheyenne is king. If you demand jet-level speed, the Piaggio stands alone. But for the family pilot, the M700 and PC-12 offer a balance of safety and resale value that is hard to ignore. Which of these assets would you put in your hangar? Are you choosing the rugged utility of the Kodiak or the 400-knot spacecraft from Piaggio? Let me know your choice in the comments. I'll be down there to join the debate. If you enjoyed this technical curation, you'll want to see what happens when the budget is unlimited. Click here to see what $100 million gets you in the world of private jets. I'm the expert curator for Phantom Ultimate Ride, and I'll see you in the next analysis.